shot o'clock. It's shot o'clock. Hey,
do you know what time it is? Tell me, do you know? Do you know what time it is? Tell me, do you know?
Hey, y'all, hey.
How y'all doing out there, people? Episode 3.
On this good rainy day. It's really raining today. It's probably not going to be raining when we post it, but it's raining right now.
So if you hear raindrops, that's because.
And don't forget to see a shot, take a shot. Like, don't keep playing with us.
I'm coming. All right. Thank you for the support.
Yay.
Episode number 3. We need subscribers, comments, all that stuff. We need some feedback, whatever.
We're getting good feedback. Like, no bull. Like, we're definitely getting a lot of positive vibes and good feedback. So, we're loving it. And we're glad that y'all are loving it, too.
So, let's get down to it.
Hold on.
Mystery box.
Let the ancestors be with us.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
She gets to pick this piece.
It's my turn to suss us out.
What number?
That's number 15 because
Okay.
oh shit. Products of your environment.
Okay. Product of our environment.
Being a product of your freaking environment.
When did you pick
okay. So for starters, do you even believe in it? Like, do you believe in being an actual product of your... Okay, so let me just basically give y'all a real vocab of what that means. Basically, being a product of your environment is basically how they blame how you being raised. Like, you came out the way you are because of the environment you were in.
Yeah. And where you was raised and all this and all that good stuff.
I totally am on the fence with this one. I'm on the fence with this one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because I definitely believe that you can't absolutely be a product of your environment. I know a lot of products of their fucking environmental people.
Yeah.
But I also know people that grew up in that same environment who were mentally strong enough to know that this ain't it and I want better.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel the same. Well, I'm kind of on the fence too. I feel like the way you were raised and where you were from kind of helps build who you are as a person, and how you carry yourself as a person and as a friend and as who you are as a human being. But yeah, I don't know about. Yeah, I'm good with the product of the environment, but I don't know about this one. This one does.
Nah, like I said, I'm really on the fence about that shit because us being raised the way that we were raised in the environment that we were raised in, like coming from New Jersey to downtown Newport News, like we went from basically the fire, to the frying pan, because Newport News ain't got shit on Jersey. But, you know what I'm saying? It is a tough little spot to be raised in. And we were raised around drugs, gun violence, you know what I'm saying? Like, every fucking thing. So, no, that's why I'm saying, like, I'm on the fence. Because, like I said, we have so many friends that come from the same environment, and them niggas are really struggling. Can't find themselves, can't figure shit out, like, really struggling. And then you have people like us. And then our cousins and stuff. We have cousins that own businesses, homes. The same cousins that grew up in the same houses that we grew up in.
Big yellow house.
Owning homes at 21 years old and shit. So I really am like on the fence. I guess it all boils down to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It all boils down to you. Are you strong enough to realize, hey, damn, I wanna get up out of here. I don't want to get trapped down in all this, or are you just gonna let the environment suck you in and then you get caught up with all that? That's why I say I'm on the fence. I feel like, both things. It could happen. I like you said, we were lucky enough to kind of realize
that ain't it.
Yeah,
I mean, it didn't always start off that way.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, we didn't always start off. We weren't always this headstrong. It definitely took some time. It definitely took some life lessons and going through some shit. Like, for instance, like, I'm a whole gang member. Like, you wouldn't have known that looking at me, listening to me. Like, yeah, I was happy in the street at a young age. I jumped off the porch at like 12. Like, was all in it. Toting guns, selling drugs for the older kids, being a runner, like, doing all types of shit. Like, it was I was a real life fucking gang member. You know what I'm saying? Being a product of my fucking environment. And then I watched so many of my brothers and sisters die, go to jail, lose family members and children behind that shit. And it's just like, at some point, you're going to be like, no, that's not about to me. That's not about to be me or mine. fuck the environment that I'm in. They gonna have to understand that shit, or it just is what it is.
As far as for me, I kind of basically like you said, I wasn't in no gang. I was, you know,
with the gang shit.
No, I won't. I mean, I knew people like my
very,
daddy.
very much so affiliated. We have how many family members that are gang members?
But I knew just beefing and fighting and having niggas around like who the fuck is that type. Yeah, I won't. That ain't for me. I ain't strong enough for that. I can't get down with that. I was always paranoid anyway. Fuck this shit. I don't even know.
That came that side of me came from just the product of my fucking environment. Then my mom's won't I'm not gonna say she went around. She was around, but she was at work. She put in $70 to $100 a week. My brother is an active gang member. His friends are active gang members. So when my mom's at work, guess who's raising me? That active gang member.
Streets, nigga.
And my mom was the type of mom that would be like, you can't make a move without your sister. Wherever you going, your sister needs to be with you. So my brother really did that. I was with him doing everything. Stealing cars, all types of shit. We was real life fucking outside. No bullshit. But yeah, I still knew that even while I was still doing into that lifestyle, I still knew at the end of the day, this ain't it. This is not what this ain't what I'm gonna do forever. And I don't want to be out here. I don't want to be out in Newsom Park no fucking more. I don't want to be downtown no more. I don't want to do this shit. I even in that life, I knew that really wasn't what I wanted. Mm-hmm. It wasn't what I wanted. I knew at a young age that I wanted better because I already knew what better was. So I knew that I wanted better and could get better. And then my dad was in the military, so I had it the best of both worlds. Whenever he felt like being a father, anyway, I ain't gonna sit there and act like he was there the whole time, which is also being a part of your environment, because our environment didn't have a lot of fathers in it. Yeah. And wasn't a lot of daddies in our environment.
Yeah. As far as for me, I kind of got lucky. Like I said in the previous episode, I had a stepfather that actually gave a fuck about me. It was like, you ain't about to be out here doing that dumb shit like your old brothers is doing or whatever. So, I started playing football. They got me into sports or whatever. Just anything that keep me from
the damn streets.
Yeah. Just you going to work. At 14, 15, I started working my first real job, and it, I didn't really have the only times I really hung out with people was on the weekends. I'd be over there with you and all that. But my mom going for it.
Auntie going for it. She knew
that street shit.
She knew what they knew. She knew the type of environment they were in, and she was not for that shit when it came to her son.
But at the same time, she allowed me to kind of go out there and eventually you gotta figure shit. You gotta figure the shit out for yourself. So
you gotta experience peer pressure and all that shit. Yeah.
And she was always there to help me out, keep me on a straight and narrow. Even though I might be fucking up at school, but as long as I went out there in the streets, it's all good for me.
Yeah, and like I already said, my mom was at work. That lady was at work, and when I said that lady was at work, that lady was at work. So we were doing us. My brother had me sneaking out the house and all types of shit. We was really doing us. So, and it's crazy because it's
I'm a good guy.
All the gang members.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people. That's all.
All the people that's in their environment, they be cool as hell. It be so hard not to kick it with them and not be cool with them and not do what the fuck they doing because they be so cool as hell, and then they really take care of you. They take care of you. I ain't gonna stay in front. I'm not condoning nobody to go join the gang. Don't go be a gang member, especially now at your grown ass age. Don't go be no gang member.
Don't say we. Yeah.
Holly said go be a gang. No.
Yeah, probably run my environment.
All I'm saying is, I ain't even gonna say unfortunately, because they really be some good people. They really be good people. They really be meaning well. Their intentions well. Their heart be in the right place. Yeah. But at the same time, they gotta live with what they got.
They gotta do what they gotta do.
They gotta use what they have, and it ain't fucking much. It's not much. So that's where all the gangbanging come from. The drug dealing and all that type of shit. It don't be too much for you to do. It really don't.
But the thing about the product of my mind, man, I get niggas do what you do, but don't be stealing shit, man. I be working too hard. Don't be stealing shit. That's all I'm saying.
Don't you mean robbing niggas?
Yeah, don't do
that. Oh yeah, that's different. Stealing and robbing is different thing.
Don't. rob innocent people. Like if you see somebody that you know out there doing some other shit, hey, do what you do. But like,
I'm supposed to rob me.
Yeah. You out there, product of your environment, man.
I'm supposed to rob me.
Yeah. I fucked up, man. You know, work too hard. Yeah. You see a shot?
Like, I get what you're saying. Like, don't go there robbing innocent people, but bitch, you can't rob people in your hood.
That's what most niggas do.
You can't rob.
What you talking about?
And then that's why they don't never make it out of the hood.
Yeah.
Next step, graveyard. Like, the fuck? Now I gotta put you on a fucking t-shirt because you decided to rob a nigga in your hood.
That's the life you chose.
Some of them, that was the life they was given to them.
What you're saying? Some people are just, hey, fuck it. I'm born into it. This is it. This is all I know. I can't get out of it.
Some people are like that simply because they're not mentally strong enough because they don't know no fucking better.
Yeah.
When you don't know no better, you really can't fucking do better.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck you gonna do some shit you ain't never heard of?
Yeah, and then you ain't got the people around you that's like...
Exactly, and everybody else in your motherfucking circle doing the same shit you doing or they fucking doing. Like, what? How you supposed to escape that?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but, man, I don't believe that, man. You always got a choice, man. You do. Like, you always got a choice. You do. You don't think so?
You always have a choice, but at the end of the day, you have to do what you gotta do. Sometimes your choice be the lesser of two fucking evils simply because those are the only choices that you have.
I get that, and you got to deal with them consequences.
Okay,
with them
and then so now that we're talking about choices, us growing up down St. Newport News in that fucked up ass environment, what choices did we have, sir?
Oh, we had choices.
What choices did we have?
Well, look at us. We grew up together with two different. We got two different perspectives of things of life and how.
Yeah, because we grew up different. We grew up together, but we still also grew up very different. But at the same time, what choice did we have? Sitting there on 23rd and Oak.
That shit was fun, man.
What choice did we have? To go to the Boys and Girls Club? Guess what they doing there? They fighting there. They shooting there. Drowning people in the pools and shit. The pool. Like,
still got.
Nigga, we had nothing to do. We had the Boat Harbor, the Boys and Girls Club, and the fucking pool.
Yeah. And people fighting everywhere.
That's it, exactly. That's it, that's all. And it was fighting everywhere.
We didn't have to we were always fighting though. We had our fun as kids,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we had our fun.
That's what I'm saying. The hood could be fun as a bitch. Like, the hood really be fun as a bitch. But at the same time, you really don't have too many resources and outlets in the fucking hood. When you're in that environment, you don't have the proper resources. Like, you don't.
Yeah.
And then you being raised to be so fucking tough and all this other silly ass shit. So you are really one track minded. You got one thing on your mind. Surviving.
But this comes product of your mind, of your environment. What about the the OGs that's trying to we knew some dudes that was out there on the streets, but it was like, no, y'all can't do that. Y'all. I'm gonna make sure.
They live long enough to understand that it is a better way.
That's part of your environment. That's the people that sometimes people are lucky enough to meet somebody that's really out there doing dirt, but like, nah, this nigga got a good heart and try, looking out for us and making sure.
Yeah.
The youngsters is like, nah,
absolutely.
Don't do what I do. Do something that
Yeah, but that's like like you said, they OGs. That mean they already went through their life. They did that shit already. They already know how that shit going.
But not many.
They know the outcome.
But not many hoods have real solid OGs. That's like, nah, y'all.
That is true too. That is very true too. That is very true too, and a lot of them are in jail.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end result. One of the end results.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes OGs was lucky enough to slip and slide, duck and dodge, and really get it.
Yeah, I get it. I definitely get it. But at the same time, you also know I understand the shitty end of the stick.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand the shitty end of the stick. My dad is a whole different fucking person. Like I said, he was in the military, always deployed. So whenever he felt like being a father, I definitely got to see what the other side of life kind of was. He always lived without a budget. Whenever we go school shopping, there's no budget, there's no limit, shit like that. Like, my mom was very responsible. Like, very resourceful. Yeah. She worked her ass off her whole fucking life.
Still do.
We had, you know what I'm saying? We had a budget there. You know what I'm saying? I knew when I went school shopping not to ask for certain shit when I went shopping with my mama.
I did too.
And I knew when I went with my daddy, it was a whole new fucking world.
No, I ain't had that with my real dad. We was like my family, like my mom and stepdad, we was on budgets. Like my mama would go all out for me, but it was a budget. Yeah. And then you knew me when I was like, I didn't even like shopping anyway. Just, I like it. Come on, all right, I'm gonna go home. I want to play fucking WWF.
I still don't like shopping. I'm one of the girls in the world that don't like shopping.
I still don't like that shit.
I still don't like shit. Well, but yeah, when I was with my pops, whole new world. It didn't matter. Whatever I wanted, I was getting it. Didn't matter how ridiculous the request was. He was, shit. He was gonna make sure I got that shit. I don't know if he was doing that because he was like compensating for not being around or whatever, but yeah, whatever I wanted, I got it. And he, like I said, he also lived a different life because he was in the military. My mom literally bust her ass like on her feet 70 to 110 hours a fucking week, leaving me to go play in the streets. Like, that's really it. That's it. That's all.
I'm gonna tell you another thing about product of environment. Like growing up with, like on my mom's side, we was pretty laid back, reserved, and chill. That's why I always love going to my grandma's house because that's my other side of the family. You know, that's the family that let me, kind of be who I be and do who I do. Like I remember, you know when we was little kids, like kids can't do that shit no more. But like we used to hang as little kids, like I ain't gonna say little kids, but like as young teenagers, 13, 14, 15, we used to be out in the streets. I ain't saying we doing our thing, but we used to be out late night, 10, 11 o'clock, playing manhunt, doing all that shit down by the fucking by Stewart Gardens, walking around, chilling, and it wasn't no problem, you know. Back in the day, it was cool back in the day, man. You know, you ain't had to worry about niggas running up on you and all these weirdos out here. That's another thing, like a product of environment. Like we had friends. Like
shit did change. Like no bullshit.
We had friends.
When we was growing up, even though like I said, it was on some hood shit, but back then when we was growing up, it was really on some. It takes a village.
Yeah, it was. It takes a village,
and it was a village. The whole neighborhood knew every fucking body. Everybody had permission to whoop us. The stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. Everybody got permission to whoop us.
That's all.
Fuck off. Stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. Yeah, everybody got permission to whoop you, and then take your ass home, tell on you, then you get another fucking whooping. Silly ass shit, but it really was very much so different. Like
that's what we.
It was different. Everybody really cared back then.
I think that's what we had as like young adults as we were starting. We had a lot of freedoms to kind of. Alright, y'all, our aunts and uncles, it was like, alright, y'all good, you know. That's when we used to be out late night and just out walking the streets.
And then the name that our family got, we was good anyway. Yeah. That's another thing about being a product of your environment. Like your family name hold weight.
Yeah, you good.
You good. You good just about anywhere you go. And our family name hold weight.
Yes, it did.
That birthday last name.
Yeah.
That shit hold weight. Like no bullshit. Yeah. Absolutely. But it was different back then, and now it's just like, don't nobody give a fuck about nothing.
Nobody gives a fuck about nobody else.
Nobody cares. If it ain't concerning them, bothering them, dealing with them, they don't give a fuck. Like they'll watch some fucked up shit transpire and just let that shit ride. Yeah. It is different.
Sometimes I do that.
Yep.
Stupid ass. Whatever. Hey. Shit. I mean, I get it though. I understand what she. Hey, look. I understand what she's saying. Like, niggas rather just sit there and be like, oh shit, look at this, instead of actually like, yeah, no, like that nigga is not supposed to be body slamming bitches like that. No,
somebody need to stop him. Somebody need to stop him. Yeah. But due to the fact he was raised a certain way, you about to turn him.
Yeah, that's what he's seen. He seen his daddy choke slam his mama.
I don't know nothing from nothing. Shit, like
if he doing this out in public on a sunny day, like, and he know her, like, what is he gonna do to me?
Okay, so I'm not trying to put you on the spot, no shit, because I don't even have an answer if you ask me the same question, but knowing how we grew up and knowing how the kids are coming up now, like, once we make it big and we really got money to do shit, like, what do you think is one thing that you would try to do to help these kids that are becoming or are products of their fucking environment?
You want a real answer?
What the fuck else? That's What do you think I want?
I ain't gonna do shit. Fuck them kids. I ain't got kids, so fuck kids. I ain't got kids, so fuck. Like unless you're immediately with like, fuck man, I ain't gonna fuck them kids. Fuck, hey. Obviously, other people don't give a fuck. People don't give a fuck about their own kids. Why should I give a fuck about your own if you don't give a fuck? Like, you know,
I love the honesty though. Like,
yeah, man, I don't have kids. I don't give a fuck about. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't hate kids or whatever, but like, I'm not spending money.
That's not his concern. That's your
I'm not concerned with other people's kids. Like, they're your kids. Don't ask me for shit.
Figure that shit out. Help
I ain't got kids, so I'm kind of heartless. I ain't got no kids. I don't care. But like, you know, I love kids though. I love the kids. Kids is cool.
Come on. That's not even the same thing. You sound like Rick James.
So
rest in peace.
But no, like, I don't know. No, real talk. What would I do for kids, man? I don't know, nigga. Like, I want niggas to like know how to read. Niggas don't know how to read these days.
Or write in cursive.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, like read a book, man. Write in cursive and like something like that. Something like that. Like, man, we like just basic shit. Like niggas don't read. Maybe make science class fun again. I remember I had my teacher. We would take rockets and blow shit up and stuff. And like,
school period fun again. Yeah. Like that shit is weird. It's the whole school system is something weird.
Yeah, but it'd be something like if something educational for kids, like something that I know is. Well, I hope that I'm doing it for the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I like give money for a purpose, and niggas might spend it for something else. You know.
I would just try to just give them way more resources and way more outlets.
Yeah.
Like,
we used to be able to do shit. Like,
yeah, because when you're busy, like when you're doing something positive and you happy, you don't have time to be running the fucking streets and beefing niggas and shit like that. You got other shit to do. Like,
it ain't really nothing for kids to do.
I would definitely give them way more outlets. Like, I turned Newport News into the fucking New Virginia Beach, my nigga.
Like,
no bullshit.
Type shit.
There'll be all types of shit out there for the kids.
I'll buy, like, a blank wall. And all y'all graffiti artists, I got a blank wall. Be feel free. Type shit,
Exactly. I would definitely give these kids something to fucking do. Something to look forward to. Definitely do like mentor classes. I ain't never heard of that shit neither. Like motherfuckers just holding like mentorship classes, like letting these kids know that it is a better way. Like you really can get out of here. You gotta want to.
And you just don't need to be good at the sport or out here slanging, doing what you do, man. You can use you got a brain for a reason. You can do it's a whole bunch of ways to make money these days.
A lot of ways to make money.
Legal money.
Yeah.
Legal money.
Legal money. You can start a podcast.
Shit.
That's one thing. These kids on YouTube making millions of dollars.
Why not us?
I'm talking about kids. These people are 12 years old, making millions of dollars off of YouTube. Like, there is a better way. You don't have to sell drugs. You don't have to be in the game. It really is a better way. You don't have to rob people. Like he said, go read a book. Go read 2 books.
Hey,
make them the most important books that you ever read. Can you do it?
Say that school name we just like that book we just saw.
No, we ain't even about to talk about that.
Okay.
That would
man. One of these schools out here in Newport News. Hey.
All bullshit.
They on some bullshit.
Anyway.
One of these schools out here in Newport News or something.
Go read a book. Like, figure out what you're good at. Like, sit down in the fucking corner in your room or something and just figure your life out. Figure out what you're good at. What makes your heart beat. You know what I'm saying? What put a smile on your face and make that shit work for you. You don't
being a product of your environment. Create your environment, man.
Yeah,
go ahead. Create the environment you want, and you want your fellow compadres to be yours. You know, create the environment, man.
Yeah. Create your environment. Because that's exactly what we're trying to do right now. That's exactly what we are trying to do right now. We are trying to erase everything that we were ever taught.
Yeah.
Everything that we ever saw being brought up in that environment and just do our own thing. Be our own people and do our own thing. And it's very doable. You really just have to want to do it.
You want to do it and have a strong, strong following, You don't need a big group, just, couple motherfuckers that believe in you. They
Two
really,
friends.
they really believe in you. Like, no, like let's do this type
like,
shit.
Yeah, that's gonna motivate you to step outside your comfort zone, outside your box, and make you really do some shit.
Yeah, you want that annoying friend, like, yo, what you trying to do in the 2 year? Yeah, you want that guy. You want that guy or girl around you that helps, especially if that guy or girl that's asking you questions is out here doing shit like, yo, we're supposed to do this together. Come on, type shit. Yeah.
Exactly, and that just goes back to what we were talking about earlier, like the people having the right people around you. If you're around the same people that's doing the same thing, you're gonna be stuck doing that shit.
Product of your mind.
Like you're gonna be stuck doing the same shit because that's all y'all fucking doing. That's all y'all fucking up. Sometimes you gotta let your friends. Sometimes you gotta let some friends go.
Yeah, you really do.
You gotta let some friends go so you can break out and really figure out your life.
A lot of y'all got associates and don't even know. Associates.
And in that environment, it's like a lot of niggas are just associates and snakes.
Yeah.
Associates, and it's crazy because most of the time it'd be your best friend.
As any successful nigga or successful woman, how big their circle is. Probably not that big. No more than 2, 3, 4 people at the most. Everybody else that's outside of that, they associates, you know. Like that. Oh man, I can't wait till we get on that subject. But hey, you got sacrifice life to us, nigga.
Yeah, I actually did, but I don't really take you serious. But yeah, that shit wicked. That shit really wicked. Being a product of your environment definitely can make you or break you, dependent on your mental. You have to be mentally strong. Yeah. Because it is a lot of weak-minded, easily influenced people. Like
it is, and
easily influenced.
And hey, as long as you're breathing, you can always change. It's never too late.
Yeah, but I think I said that one time before that. Yeah. As long as you keep waking up, it's another day to make shit right.
Hey, just,
figure yourself out.
Figure yourself out.
Find out what you're good at. And get money.
And do it. Niggas pay you for what you good at.
Exactly.
Fuck it. Why not? Try it. If not, where you gonna be at? Same fucking place. At least you could say, hey, nigga, at least I tried. You was bullshit, you know? You can go back and talk shit. At least I tried. So, ooh, shit, forget it everywhere. But here's to the end of the episode. We got, you ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you for the support.
I just really need people to just...
Episode number 3. Go ahead, cousin.
Just wise up. Please, wise up. And if you got someone in your life trying to show you that it is a better way of life, listen to them. Let them show you. Like, let them show you. You don't have nothing else to lose.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Get us. Comment, like, subscribe. All that stuff. All that good stuff. We need it.
We want it.
We need it, yeah.
We love y'all.
We got other stuff coming too, we got shorts coming up and everything, man. But
we about to start doing interviews with people, so we about to start having guests and shit. Let's see how that go.
And not just anybody coming up here, though.
Exactly. Like we said before, we let somebody up here, they official.
All right.
Certified.
Last shot.
Yeah, shot, take a shot. We love y'all.